Hello, 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 hello. This is a part two of my Jackpot Crash Course playthrough. I recommend checking out part one first if you haven't. Okay, so today I'm gonna be doing some different routes. The itch.io page said there are three routes to explore, and each of them being like joining up with a different party, I guess. So, yeah, to check out the first video, and right now we're going to check out how this goes. Yeah, let's go. This thing is recording, right? This thing is recording. This. Yeah, it's recording. Okay, then. Uh, New game, I guess. I'm not gonna be voice acting as much till we're like there. You know, why is there an increased crime rate? Why is there an increased crime rate? Yeah, there's a little bug there. Eddie very briefly jumps back out of the bed for like one frame. It's pretty bothering. Since last time, I have started making a little notepad with all of the bugs I've been encountering, and I forgot to add this one. So I'm gonna add this so that I can like send it to Rachel later and like have have it be like fixed up because like stuff like that bothers me, and I hope they fix it. All right, then let's continue. It is still kind of blurry. You know what you did. Uh huh. Pull the lever. You unbrewable. This time I'm gonna try to win against. And actually, yeah. Let me like check my actual recording like real quick. I need to know just what did he bet on so that I can bet against him so that he like I need to win against this idiot. Are you sure? Let me just. You know, this is why I do raw recordings. I'm bad at editing. I did a little bit of editing in the last one, and it took so goddamn long to export. It was insane. So let's see here. It is either completely random, but I feel like that's scripted. I feel like 3 wins in a row is scripted. So let's see here. What did he bet? What did I bet? So first off, 35. Then 20. Then 28. 35, 20, 28. Okay, let's try that. Let's see how it goes. Good luck. Cuff your left hand to proceed. The rules! He's cuffed to me. You have 10 chips. Bet. All right. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. What? Nothing. 15. It's gonna be rigged, isn't it? The ball landed on 30. There's no way to win this, is there? So if memory serves, the next one lands on 20. Oh, wait. He says that no matter what. I thought he was like 7. 31. So this is literally all just luck. How am I supposed to win this? Is there actually no way to win this? It's randomly scripted. It's random yet scripted. I don't know. What if I just bet 1? 35. 34. I bet it on. One chip. 16 with 7 chips. 21. Drooling all over me tonight. Wait, actually. Hold up, that gave me an idea. There's extra dialogue for this. I am doing this. Yep, sorry. I'm gonna speed through this. But I realize, if I bet only 1 chip each round, I can go on infinitely. There seems to be a lot of dialogue in this scene, I realize. Like, how can I literally lose 10 times in a row? Like, let's speed through this a bit. But like, if I only bet 1 chip, then there's extra dialogue for doing that. This scene seems to have a lot of different possibilities for dialogue. Let's get going. Wait, what are these, bro? Bet on red. That's a thing you can do? These are buttons I can press. What? Nothing. Yeah, because that ain't a number. Bet on black with 6 chips. Ball landed on 2. What do you mean that spot? Coming from future loser. Feeling lucky this round? Hopefully. Lucky number 23. $35 with 7 chips. You're going to win each round. Better luck next time, big guy. You know what they say, third time's the charm. I'm counting on it. Third time's the charm, so bell 3. Ball landed on 17. Damn, I'm on a roll. Guess your bet wasn't charming after all, huh? Shut it. $29. Bolt landed. Their legs are drooling all over me tonight. Would you cut that out already? What? Winning? True lad, I don't have much of a choice in where the wheel lands, pal. No treating this so normally. Running how much longer I've got to live. The hell's wrong with you? I wanted to get on my knees and apologize. You signed up to be here, didn't you? It doesn't mean I signed up to be gloated by some arrogant prick. You haven't given me a chance to catch up. Would you have? Alright, what? Giving me the chance. From tails to turns, you'd be the winner right now. Would you have left me? Someone you don't know the name of. Catch up. It's luck, buddy. Just like how unlucky I got to be stuck here with someone. You aren't gonna make it very far in here anyways. Besides, I don't see why I should feel sorry for someone who was dumb enough to get caught. You were dumb enough to choose to come here as though it wasn't entirely in your control. So what if I just, like, use the wrong card? Like, if I recall correctly, I picked that here. Wait, what? Unavailable to select. Okay, come on. Let me be wrong. It's not my fault. It was the first time I had gotten arrested. What, you weren't expecting to have consequences? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's not like I had anywhere else to go. Dante's only had the one back exit. I wonder what exactly he's referring to here. Cops have blocked up a bunch of roads. They weren't it. Dante's? The big pawn shop in Motos. Dante's, yeah. I like the music here. Like Bell cooked with this one. Bell really cooked with this one. It is so menacing and I love it. Bell cooked with this one. Something quick? You're just the guy I looked for? They needed for you for a small favor? I was hard to get. I work in a freaking cubicle, for God's sake. I've never done anything like that before. I'm not a criminal. I'm not like... I'm sorry. Lost my temper. That's not right. What? You're not like me? Not until recently, anyways. Yeah, said anything. You're right. Risk coming here. Same as you. You want me that? It's a game. I just get on. It's not your fault. What are you doing? The ball lands nowhere near where you've been. What's the fun in being so far ahead this early in the race? Might as well level the playing field. Thanks. Yeah, not taking it for granted, by the way. I'm already starting to regret it. If we don't figure out some kind of strategy for this, it's just gonna be luck deciding who lives and dies. Only contestants were picked for this. If we like this, well, that means half are meant to die in the first round. Unless... Can I just, like, pick wrong? Unavailable. Okay, come on! Wait, don't bet this round. You think you can boss me around like I'm your lackey? That's a low blow. That's not what I'm... The rules. Did we read the rules closely enough? Hey, I'm judging, let's just say we're not allowed to tap on the wheel. No, about the win condition. So this is like the whole, like, okay, I do gotta say, it is a bit clever of Eddie to realize that, hey, you can do this. We both lose. If we each run out of chips, then we're both zero, and neither technically has more than the other. If we died, means we're both eliminated. That would have been written in the rules. Say anything about a punishment for going broke. 1 minute remaining. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. Quick about play roulette until you each run out of chips or become equal, or become. Well, how much are you betting at? Come on. There, we're equal. Let's stop betting. Sure about this, hot chat? 100%. How's that percentage looking? Lower. You know, honestly, this is some good dialogue. Please proceed to the next area. I take it back. I said about you not beating my tab. Thanks. Now then, you heard the ominous voice. Let's get going. Wait, before that. What's up? Something about me not knowing your name earlier. What should I call you? You want my number too? Kidding. I don't on the phone anyway. You know, that's interesting. So, like, all Studio Investigrave games are, like, set in different time periods. Like, there are a lot of different time periods. And while the concept of a phone is, like, pretty old, I wonder if he's talking about, like, a smart or cell phone, potentially, before, like, a house phone or something. I don't know. Benny's fine. You? Eddie. Oh, hey there, Ron. Seems so. Well, I don't like it. I want to feel special. Come on, dude. What I like about it. Well, alright, Eds. They might shoot us for real if we take too long. Come on. Character card received. Benny. Alright, soon things are gonna get to... I am still bothered by there being no down sprite. Why is there no down sprite? Why can't I just have a down sprite? Why must why? Benny, over here. What if I just, like, Leave. Okay, I can't. Also, his sprite is blurry again. It's bothering me that RPG Maker works like this. Like, even if I zoom out, the sprite is still blurry. It still is not a perfectly synced. Oh, hey, I have this on. It still is not a perfectly goddamn synced. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? I just want the pixel art to be pixel perfect. Why? 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 I um uh, okay, let's just continue with it. Okay. Are those elevators? Are they saying it like it's a sworn enemy? Because it is! The one thing I hate more than getting hitched are those hideous death traps. I I I I cannot this is intentional. This has to be intentional. Close back, there's room to I hate saying it. Just gonna make us march up their own deaths anyway. Why not just make let me take the stairs? Seems like we don't get the luxury to choose. Uh, yes. All right, let's go. Let me go into his elevator, damn it. All right, let's go, let's go. Floor 1. So we're brought to ground floor? Goodbye, Benny. Jackpot Crash Course. Hey, sailor. Oi, I spotted another one. Deadly Dreamboat? Who was Deadly? Starting to think we got another dud. You, probably. Oh, hey, he doesn't have his coat on, that guy. Bones, was it? Oh, hey, we're right next to Vic. So, did you kill your partner in there or what? Seems just to be the one. Who's walking there? Oh, he had like a bloody one and like they swapped out. So, okay, so he killed his partner? Okay, so let's break this down a bit. So Eddie and Benny are together. Sailor and Sandbag. Uh, this guy killed his partner. Uh, the other insane guy killed his partner. Bones and Vic were together, I think. So like, what was the last one? There was Rook and Cecilia were together. That's like 8 people that came out together, and like 2 people that we know killed the other. So like, uh, even if everyone killed the other person, wouldn't that mean that there's like, how are there 13? How are there 13? Less solo winners than I expected too. 12. I'm not seeing Benny. Hey, Cupid. Ah, okay. Yeah. So there's like sandbag. So we have 13 contestants, but like, how did? So these two together, these two together, these two together. Wait a second. Oh, they're all in the same row or like column or whatever. So, oh, that makes it a lot easier to tell. I'm waiting on you. Mr. Gates, please return to your mark. Mr. Gates. Round in 5, 4, 3. Hospital? Buried in red? Okay, yeah, that's stupid. 2. Smile, you're on camera. 1. Where winners strike big and losers fall hard. 20 lucky prisoners have been selected from right here in Modus to start. And 13 have. I think there should be a T at the end of that. Like should there like without the T? It sounds like he's being interrupted by himself. The contestants have had a shot at acquiring food chips in that game, but depending on how they play, there's some chance they're still in the red. Mercifully, they'll still be receiving a few chips, as well as opportunities to win even more throughout the help from them falling behind. And well, cutting their time here short. A recap of the preliminary games played together. So Bones and Vic were together, yes. These two were together. As well as interviews with each of our players will begin shortly. Everyone's looking at him. So yeah, Rook and Cecilia are both there. These... Wait, if that did that guy... Oh no, wait, there's the pudding guy, so... They didn't... It's not lined up. Okay, never mind, this is gonna be hard. Okay, so that guy definitely killed his partner. That guy definitely killed his partner. That's not a guy, that's a... I need to remember pronouns, including familiar face, where I'm getting word a past showrunner has made it past preliminaries. Him. A past showrunner. Why is he a past or is it Benny? Wow. Isn't that something? Don't leave them here. Witness the first of many trials that they may just show who amongst them is what it takes to bet and be forgiven against all possible temptations, with the winner taking home the grand prize of a total pardon. It all begins tonight, though. Bet and forgive. Yeah, they're not perfectly lined up. It's impossible to see. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an extra lucky season 7 of Bet and Forgive. I'm your host, Cupid King. It's lovely to have you here with us tonight. Hey! Eh? I got paired with a kid in there. What the hell kind of stunt are you trying to play? So, like, Sandbag and Sailor got paired together, so like... First you handcuff him to some stranger, then you had the nerve to shoot a gun at him? So like, did he fail or did he not fail? Did they shoot the handcuff or the... You think it's funny or something? Is he supposed to be here? Hey, I'm talking to you! Yeah, there's that, like, that shot thing. That line of being shot. Bro is still in posture. Wow. Bro is very much in posture. He keeps his posture up a lot. Wow. Well, an electrifying start to the season. Okay, so you do know what's happening. Got a great show planned for you tonight. You get the chance to learn all about this season's contestants after the short message from our sponsors. Don't change that channel, folks. Cut. Great. First, makeup and outfit. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And my smokes are out. How long till we're back on? We're going to have to wait till we end up... till he's up again to do interviews. Thank the devil we haven't let the live audience yet. I'm taking my 15. Wait, excuse me, I have a question. The show usually starts by now. Are we expected to stay here until things properly resume? I'm on break. Do whatever you want. Please do not do whatever you want. Instructions will be given momentarily. Contestants, please exit the stage in an orderly fashion. You may explore the designated waiting space to familiarize yourself, but be prepared to return for interviews as needed. As such, hold your horses. Hold your horses. What about the contestants who didn't win any chips? Something mentioned about their time being cut short? Oh, thank you for reminding me. Contestants that pass the cleaner around with their partner will be offered 5 as compensation. This will keep you from being eliminated for the time being. Only 5?! Barely any at all! The hell we're supposed to do with that? Maybe if you bothered to win against your opponent, you'd have actually earned it. We're preparing services so you have an ample opportunity to earn a win scattered throughout the waiting space. Faster if you let me do my job to help properly set everything back up. Just don't worry about it right now. We'll give out directions once things are back to schedule. Give it on a mass distance walk through the garden out off the stage. What a crap opening. Didn't tell anyone, but I totally was planning on jumping out and making a run for it too. Glad the guy went before me. Oh. Hey, alright. Rough dad, hello. Or should I call you Mr. Gates? Sorry, I'm perhaps going with the West. That was a lot. It's TV. What were you expecting? You are small. Perhaps he didn't plan accordingly for his appearance here. Have you not watched the show before? Well, oh my, how surprising. But if everyone you seem most likely to watch the show as barbaric as to incapacity someone to live on air like this. Live on air. Completely agree, my lady. Shield your eyes from the display. I wouldn't wish for you to become faint. You're too sweet. You can leave with the others. I want to check him over if they allow me. As honorable as ever. Honorable might be best yet. Who would even try to pull a stunt like that before the show starts? It isn't right for not following his assigned rule. Wait, you mean those things are from the slot we got from the slot machine? I thought those were just suggestions, like the others of entertainment. Yeah, remember management saying they were mandatory? It's the participants' responsibility to adhere to the title assigned to them. But I did also request the lawyer to be present while I read mine over. Tough luck, bull. Sounds like you're gonna be stuck acting like a brute the rest of the show. Ugh. Application form did say they based off their history, so we'd have an easier time following them. From the looks of the tape, you had no trouble following your brutal title, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about. But hey, no, I didn't yell and attack your partner into giving up all their chips. Benny, back me up here. Benny is in front of his door, standing just a moment ago. Never mind. Yeah, it's still the loading time. Okay, so let's take a look here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 closed doors. So 7 were eliminated. We know that these 6 were together. Heartless Maiden. So, like, these 2 were together. So, that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, but 7 dead. So, like, if all of them won against their opponents, then what about the last 2? How did both die? How is there a set that both died? How is there a set that both died? Like, genuinely, how did that happen? Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm very sick with someone I already know now. Nonchalantly kick at the slumped body on the floor. Yeesh, is he even alive? He's still twitching? Then my guess is yes. Ugh. Well, good guess. Hey, have fun. You owe me 5 whole chips. Damn it, I knew I would serve down the horse. Wait, did we even make a bet? Should you still be kicking him? No, making it worse. Come on, Betty! How do you get to be a double heartless maiden? How do you get to have 2 sides? I am genuinely wondering about that heartless part, though. Why is this guy's head square? Why is it square? He's so bald. Me? I didn't punish for that beat up on a player. Yeah. We need all hands on deck. Think more on it. Too afraid to sail, I see. Well, ship anyway. Yeah, stay away. They seem to be interested in below. Now I could be either evil or exploration, I guess. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna do these guys last. I'm probably gonna be with those guys, see how they handle it. Yeah, you know what? If you don't want to be bullied, join the bullies. It's an evil strategy that works. Poor thing, should we help him as well? I don't think getting further involved in him is the play. For ourselves. Pointing at things. This is serious. Like the fact that got missing on the mysterious circumstances up there. Look how we're looking. Leave them be. Alright. Okay. From now on, we're gonna go back to voice acting all the characters. I should have gotten... I probably should have gotten the water or something. What fun is competing if they're willing to help the loser? And I thought I was supposed to be the nonsensical one. Hello? Just means fewer players to worry about. Those times won't last long. Doesn't mean they need to spoil it for the rest of us while they're around. You are not here for a win. You are here to murder. Keep it down, will you? They want us to be cemented as the annoying ones before we're able to actually get anything done. You are the annoying ones. Let them spend their time however they like, but only if you two spend yours focusing on... He seems to notice you. Pausing mid-sentence, the other's eyes follow. Hey, you! The guy with the screwed up face! What? Me? What's wrong with my... You got something in your eye? What are you looking at? I was... starting a fight? I think this guy's turning into something. What a psycho! I think I should call for security. This guy's really causing a scene. That's not what I... What? What it's trying to say is that while we appreciate the slack-jawed talking, we're trying to have a conversation. Maybe try a lot somewhere else. Say, you made it out with 0 chips, right? The other two exchange confused looks at one another. Yeah, that's right. Real shame. We were just planning on doubling our pot if you'd like to join us. Hell, you're asking him for it. Thought you wanted the tight ship. No worries if you can't. I saw that fellow over there take quite the shock. I'm sure everyone's worried sick looking for bandages, and we don't want to distract him from anything more important. They long tried to... Okay, douchebags, but... I want to see what from their perspective is. If I join them, I won't be the one getting bullied. But we may need the help finding some funds if you have the time. Sorry, I'm not very big on gambling. Don't worry, we won't be wasting any time on that. We're taking more of a direct route. You're acting pretty crummy for someone asking to rob something with a stranger. Who said anything about robbing a prison? Nah, he's not the money. We're robbing the joint. That was the plan, wasn't it? I can't see a possibility where it doesn't go horribly wrong. The moment we're caught, we've been eliminated. Why take the risk at all? We have our reasons. The details can come after. There isn't much time until we're called back for interviews. Are we in business or not? Yeah, good question. What's the catch, Sid? Personally, I've never been one to want to get into fights. And God knows these two wouldn't be able to wrestle their way out of trouble. So you need a fall guy. We'd like the muscle. Of course, we'd like for everything to go right, but don't worry, you can still be the fall guy when things go wrong. If things go wrong, then you can trust we're professional enough to avoid getting in that point in the first place. Make the deal. You'll be joining this group for investigations, are you sure? Make a save. Okay, so like the last save I had was with file 4. Apparently, I need to keep that in mind so I don't delete it. I just gotta go from file 6 onward. Yes. So you are one of the reasonable ones. Good to hear. Don't make me regret it, Vic, this is Bones and Elise. You suddenly feel 2 bony hands squeeze at your arm. Why bony hands? What's got you that roll anyway? Muscle can't be the only part. You quickly pull away from the hold. Watch it. Relax, I'm not even wearing any red. Wearing any red? I don't get it. Then it's time to tamper. If we try and wave a cape, do you think they could get him changed? Maybe it's a temper. If we try and give him a cape, you think they get him to charge? You realize I'm not actually the animal, right? Sure as hell look like one! Already regretting this. So, about your reasons? There, that you overestimate how things are run around here. And as someone who used to run this show, I know for a fact that something like this is actually quite manageable. You're a past host? Vic, you're a past host? You're a past host? Okay, that's a pretty big reveal. Who gets chosen at the host, and how did you end up here? How did you end up here? And as someone who used to run this show, I know for a fact that something like this is actually quite manageable. You used to what? Ugh, now he's actually slack-jawed. So, you really the previous showrunner they were talking about? Surprising they let you compete. Isn't that an unfair advantage? That's what I told them, yet they still insisted I join, going far enough to pay the extra expenses for my transfer directly from trial to here. What got you arrested anyway? Hardly matters. What does matter is that I would have gladly served my sentence anywhere else. Had a perfect correctional facility in mind. He meant a private vacation resort where the richer criminals get to go. Ah! No one believes me when I say they're overrated. Been through a bunch of them, and let me tell you, choosing this instead the best thing I've ever done. As I was saying, I don't enjoy being here just as much as you when I could have had it better. I can't deny that I've worked on this show in the past, But believe me when I tell you I wasn't involved this season outside of the initial casting early in production. We're on the same boat. So what are you doing now? Scouting is a good start. Game lag there for a sec. I do appreciate how the decorations the set team pulls off almost make you forget this is a holding facility. Almost. How much would you pay me if I jumped off? Nothing, probably. How about this? How much should I pay you to jump off? I mean, how much do you have? Don't encourage it. No, actually, I want the money! I want money! I want money! This line has a space there. This line has a space at the start. That's another bug for text. That's another bug in text. Don't encourage it. I would have wanted the money. We're supposed to talk about robbing them in front of these. Crap! What did I tell you? We should have gone somewhere else to talk. Quick, turn it off. Maybe it'll stop from saving what we said in the last few minutes. But isn't that tampering with stage equipment? Does it look like we are still on roulette? What are you waiting for? Go! You hurriedly grab the equipment, search for the power button before noticing something. It's already off? How's my acting? Let me just, like, give me, like, let me just, shoot him! Let me shoot him! Let me shoot him in the goddamn face! I love doing non-scripted video stuff like this. Alright. Boo! Terrible! We're live only on stage. They should be currently busy running chips from roulette to catch the audience up to speed. Most events backstage rarely air. They wouldn't want to waste for a boring conversation. Even if we're being recorded, it needs to be edited for the broadcast version. And with the little time they have before the games and the amount of footage they have to review, it's way easier for them to overlook things. It'll be a while till they get back to us, if they do at all. You could have just said that. Just that, didn't I? Nah, this is gold. You think I should write one too? Host room. Seems to be where fan mail is addressed to the host is stored. Locked. Seems to be the door to the Cubist dressing room. Host lazily leans forward and takes a good look at the lock.
It's a bust.
You can't do it?
There's a big bolt that isn't a part of the main lock that isn't connected to anything else. I don't know where it leads, but my guess is that if someone comes through this side wrong, the mechanism locks it and requires security to open. They'll totally shut us out.
That's a no on this door then.
I'd bother asking an escape artist to join the crew if they don't even do the interesting part of their job.
Not that we shouldn't be breaking in, just not through here. If we do, they're bound to replace the locks as soon as we're back on stage.
We need access from the other side then.
If the layout's the same as last season, there should be a way to gain easy access once we find the back entrance.
Or maybe someone could break it down and we could skip pretending this place isn't made to be busted out.
I'm not doing that. We have to put a pin on this then.
Oh my! Well, we see plenty of birds in their cages. Being expected to take a liking to that particular flock.
Good thing I don't like them.
That's a relief. Seems to be quite intimidating, yes?
But they at least seem to know how the show operates better than others.
I suppose that's fair. But do be careful, Mr. Gates.
Still unconscious, seems troubled. A wall plaster posting after some flash-looking people in that.
What pose are you gonna do?
Huh?
For the winning photo, silly. Winners get their face blasted on there.
So that's who these were.
Ugh, just answer the question!
Not sure. You're kind of putting me on the spot.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. You're obviously not making it.
Gee, thanks.
Wanna hear something funny instead? I asked the same thing to Vic, but he was totally refusing to look at the wall. Don't you know? You think he knows anybody?
I appreciate it if you do stop talking about me while I'm in the earshot.
Please add a down sprite! Just add a sprite for looking down, please! Please, 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 please!
Needs to be a little storage area for extra clothing and accessories. This room reminds me. What's your costume supposed to be anyway? Yeah, you are literally entirely in skeleton uniform.
Not really giving full.
No, the hell if I know. I just requested that they put me in something normal.
Boring! Bet the costume department was disappointed to hear that. Probably had to be held back from Attica's big horn.
Would have had a field day dolling you up. I could tell they were itching to slap on whatever to make you look intimidating. Comically so. I mean, really, the 8-ball belt is one thing, but that hairstyling? Only showing one eye? Aren't you in your 40s? 34. Besides, you're one to talk with that face paint on. At least I'm on team. I own it, too. Ugh. Vic did not say anything in that conversation. Try cupping your hands over it. The mirror. You can tell if there's something behind it by looking into it without any light. Cup your hands over your eyes while looking to check. Just looks dark. I don't see anything.
Boring. Probably just a dumb wall then.
Too many seasons of putting cameras behind mirrors for contestants to still not know about that trick. I doubt they'd do it again.
I'm gonna make a quick save here. Things have been interesting so far. These guys are bad company, but you know what? I should have probably learned from Rod in Paradise that you shouldn't be with bad company. That corrupts good character. This may have been a bad idea. Vic whistles over at you to get your attention. Doesn't look like much else here. Let's go. You suddenly feel a hard shove from behind. Whoa! You aren't able to catch a hold of anything before you fall into the water, completely soaking in your shoes and pants. But you feel a separate hand grip back from your the back of your collar. Pull back before your arms touch the water. Careful. Thanks, Vic. You should really watch where you're going, big guy. The hell is your problem? You could have gotten me killed! I didn't go that far. He was just having a little fun. Oh my god. I realize now that the only part of this group that I actually have a... Please, Vic, be at least reasonable with them. Yeah, you didn't even get pushed all the way in. What's with you and being totally buzzkill? It's only a prank. I am so much regretting going with these people. Not if it electrocutes me to death. The cuff's designed to shock us. I don't want to mess around and go swimming with it. Okay, well, now I really want to push you in. You know, okay, so because of the way this text box is set up, it looks like he's giving the middle finger despite. Think you'd be a real buzzkill. It likely wouldn't kill you, but it's still good to keep in mind. What makes you say the guns are designed to shock us? Has it been used on anyone yet? Bro! Bro! Yeah, actually. I mean, I don't know if it was actually what happened, but I was talking with Cecilia earlier, and she thought that might have been what brought down the guy. Her. I wouldn't trust her much if I were you. What? She seems more trustworthy than you. I know her type. Still a decent guess, though. Get it, buzzkill! We got it, Elise. Have you read the blank yet? Funny how it doesn't say what happens if you convict the innocent. Wouldn't it be safer to just say everyone's guilty? That is stupid. In one of the earlier seasons, there was a contestant who would throw some of their chips in his fountain for good luck before the games. Of course, the chips were just picked up and stolen by other players, but she ended up being that season's winner. Something to think about. Interesting. I'm already sick of scouting. We better be playing another game after this. I think interviews come next. Literally, who cares? People are here to see what the games are about, not us frolicking around. Why don't they get on with it?
At least I think I hate you. We even have a VIP area? Seems like even hell's got room for luxury. We're trying to take a step forward. The masked guard partially blocked your path. Entry for your party is declined. You mean there were areas blocked off even within this area? Doy! It wouldn't be a VIP if just anyone can waltz right in. You probably need to have gained a set amount of chips before you can enter. 20 to be exact. But the goal was not to waste time on gambling. That's still the plan. Hey. What? You're here as the muscle, right? Apparently. Great! Go knock that guy out. What? Yeah, quit freeloading on us and start pulling some actual weight. What do we even pay you for? You don't. Listen, I'm not playing to get myself in trouble because of something so avoidable like this. It's stupid. And short-sighted and aggressive. It answers your role quite well, doesn't it? I thought they'd punish you for being in character. And I suspect they've been switching between cameras trying to capture something interesting to air. As long as it's entertaining, you can get away with most things. Still a bull, not a chicken, aren't you? You're a dem. Not as hard to ask now, is it? Give it up. I'm still not doing that. Starting to feel he's used himself? Unfortunately. Ah! I'll chop your head clean out! Why don't we circle back to this one once we've got everything else? I think that guard is kind of afraid. Staff member appears to be a security stand beside the entrance, level 3 Is this just me, or is anyone else getting mixed signals with this place? Some parts look like a Vince den, but other bits look like a Catholic monastery. Yeah! It's ugly, that's what it is! Hey, don't you have something you can tear this down with? What? Don't lie! You know that's my thing. Got something from that shiny machine at the start, didn't you? I know I did. What specifically has me? By that logic, the other two must have gone something too. Because of your role, duh. It screams weapon to me. Those two losers probably have something actually helpful, but I got no interest in that. It is a crowbar. Just because I got something doesn't mean I want you to go swinging it around breaking crap. I want 10 enough eyes agreeing to you this with you guys. Besides, I don't think a crowbar would help us. Wait, what? How did you? Ugh, you little thief. You snatched the girl back from Bones and put it away. Not my fault you can't keep track of your belongings. What's with you mean about it not helping? The door's sturdy. Looks like it has a deadbolt, but I don't see any lock. There's just a coin slot, see? No brute forcing this one. Ooh, let me try. I bet I got more than enough chips to get an easy peasy. No, the slot looks like it's the wrong size for chips. King of Hearts didn't mention any other currency we could use, did he? It's not just the coin slot. The walls around it seem to have thick material too. I heard slight music coming from the VIP rules, but this one sucks. Throw it in there, it's gonna be real valuable, right? No, I think I know what this is. The confessional theming is new, but this isn't something we'll have to worry about for a while. Oh, is there some shadow reproduction reason we're not allowed in there? Does only unlock by chanting the indication only the shower is gonna know? What's the point of teaming up if you don't with you if you're not going to give us information on the actual show? Thought that was your whole deal. I am giving you advice. And the whole advice is this is something we don't need to waste our energy on for now. Whatever you say, boss. This is playing a character sound. Odd. Oh, this place looks obnoxious. We have to check it out. I prefer not wasting what chips I have on gambling, thanks. We have like 5. All 4 of us have like 5, and Elise has like a few more, probably. One of the mass staff mentioned opportunities to get chips throughout the show. This must be one of them. If it is, then it's a real shame. It means they must have re-themed the gambling hall from past seasons. Better not rush this. I want to explore a bit more, god damn it. Yeah, scroll wheel kind of breaks stuff. Scroll wheel is weird. Oh. Hey, it says what the newest files. Thanks. Any games to catch your eye? Coin flip, maybe. But only if I can figure out a way to rig it. Pick dice doesn't sound too bad either. Hey, did you know the earliest known dice is made of bones? Any of the games catch your eye? I'm not typically a fair game type of person. But I'll admit the shoe together was the most tolerable. What about you? And the food catch your eye? The question is, what isn't catching my eye? Cinnamon sugar, funnel cake, biscuits, fruit drizzled cotton candy, sparkling tea, deep fried double sauced mushroom tarts? Are you sure you aren't going to have a heart attack before the next game starts? Think that's the point we're supposed to use in the locked door out there? Nah, this one looks too small. Well, I'm still taking it. Pick whistles over at you to get your attention. Doesn't look to be much else here, let's go. No gambling. Oh! 1 frame disappearance.
Great, I wonder what this bar is themed after. Kind of on the nose, yeah. Don't you mean kind of on the nose? Eh? Eh? We got it, at least. That's cozy, but should have been deeper. It's only curtain. The entire bar's gonna know what you're up to in there. This is more of a changing room stall than anything. The hell are you talking about? Still not the worst I've had to work with, though. I'll give it a 3.4 out of 5. Do you want... Are you attempting to be McGowie now? Ah! What's the bartender getting here? This is the worst service ever! I'm totally throwing my glass at their head once they show up. Are you that eager for service to start? Yeah, I'm more interested in whatever is in there. Okay! Okay! I feel like Bones is banned. I feel like Bones is banned. Not that. Did you get him for harassment? Did you get convicted for harassment? Straight to the point, huh? Red aren't I for what? Oh! Ah! Oh! 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 Never! Okay! Look, you can't... Okay. It's been a while since I was able to spend my nights at a nice bar. Prison doesn't exactly have any specialty drinks on the menu. Pool table. Help 1. Is that for us? We're expected to work here? It doesn't look that desperate, but they did mention different ways to make more chips. And they are making us do community service with no pay. Ooh, this isn't that what the games are for? Who the hell would want to spend their time they have here working? I agree, there are better ways. If you're looking for something to drink, it doesn't seem to like service started yet. Can I really legally serve drinks here? Before it's a holiday facility, before it's a holding facility, it's a reality show. The less inhibitions for the contestants, the better the TV. Well, I guess. Big business over to get. Come on, man! I'm not a dog. Doesn't look to be much else here. Let's go. Give me a down Sprite! You notice a familiar face in the shop near the counter. Why, if it isn't the infamous King of Hearts? King would be too generous of a title. Isn't he the host of the game? Also probably too generous of a title. But he does work here. He'll probably squeeze some extra information out of the games if we harass him enough. Or you could talk to the person with actual information on the games and not the glorified car salesman. You should tell that to Elise. Looks like he's already taken the talk to him. Oh! Look over and see Elise chatting with Cupid. Oh, so this time I don't have to be forced pressured into it. Oh, he is embarrassed! He is embarrassed! Yeah. Wait, no. What the hell are you talking about? I just want to know if the audition form specifically requested for someone that looked like, oh my god, Vegas Chapel official is all. It did not. Why does Cupid have a slightly thinner white outline? Could have fooled me. Oh god, not more of you. Look, I'm busy right now. I don't have time for a conversion meet and greet. Signings are after interviews. Oh, signings? You're in a kissing booth too? Bones, are you like a thief or a flirter? Or are you both? I'd cut that type of crap dream mode. The gimmick gets old fast. What about all the fan mail we saw sticking out of your mailbox? Did people really actually send us, or did you have those right then for yourself? Does anyone else have a terrible question they want to ask? You actually think they'd tell me anything about the games and then stick me back here with the people playing them? Hard pass. Not even the outline, the name of it. Even if I did have that kind of intel, I wouldn't exactly be my best interest to go sharing it with everyone. I told you we wouldn't have any information. If my expertise isn't cutting it, you're more than free to enlighten us yourself, Vic. But if you're a host, shouldn't you know what the games will be? Yeah, like... He has a slightly thinner outline. And it's bothering me. A slightly thinner outline. Like, why does he have a slightly thinner outline? Like, I'm very much noticing that. I know the cue cards they give me before it starts. That's it. You mean sandbag? I didn't do anything. You really expect us to believe that guy just kneeled over on this one on his own? Maybe he got stage fright. No, something was done to him. It just wasn't me. Production controls all the punishments. They wouldn't give that much power to someone with no experience actually running a show. Hey! So what? But I worried someone would have busted up his face more than it already is. If they were doing that, I doubt that I'd be in the position I'm in now. But they were broadcasting and he was acting volatile. Put a bunch of criminals in the same room with flashlights at them. The hell did you think was going to happen? I don't control that either. Complaint to our lighting department. But you gotta admit, it was pretty good theatrics. Information got updated. Mr. King, please make your way to the dressing room. Shooting will begin again momentarily. I'd really love to continue chatting, but duty calls. Try not to take too long with whatever it is you're doing. We're behind schedule enough as is. Wouldn't dream of it, Pink. Cupid does his best to ignore Bones as he heads out the shop. Save. Buy now! Here! Pay! Chips only! No refund! Shop 666! Woohoo! Barry! Why do you have so many likes for a So, when are you gonna prove yourself useful and break these open?
What's with you and breaking things?
You're so right. It is pretty shallow and predictable. Your reading of what is meant to be nonsensical. I'll work harder next time.
Huh? I'm surprised they haven't marked up the prices more. First season cigarettes costed 60 chips!
What?!
Christ, even a box in prison didn't cost that much. It wasn't for the box, it was for the stick.
What?! What?! One cigarette! 60!
Don't stare at it too much with that cashier but it's interesting there's a vent here. This probably shouldn't be sold to criminals, are meant to be viewed by a thick glass of play. Cashier protected by a thick transparent barrier. There's a small opening at the bottom you can use to exchange ships, and drop box below the window. Please be wary to purchase and receive items listed on the menu. War Tomb, first aid kit. I committed a crime to get on debt or forgive, and all I got was enough. Yeah. Space it just doesn't work unless I press X. How odd. Private suit rental? The hell do they mean by that? That was already a given. Maybe it's a premium version of what we have. Actually, come to think of it, I don't remember seeing any signates hinted towards dorms.
It wasn't mentioned by King of Hearts either.
Even prison has private cells. Where do you expect me to sleep then? The floor isn't carpet for nothing. Haha, very funny. All of everything, this is what we're getting you worked up. Bones gestures to their face. All of this doesn't happen all the time. Thinks that I actually care about comfort and hygiene, doesn't it? You have like a... Okay, actually, yeah. It's the contestant's responsibility to stay presentable. They see it as an added challenge. More like they probably blew their budget on making the facility look good on camera and skipped on giving us basics. For free, at least.
Or they don't expect us to live long enough to worry about getting greasy hair.
Regardless, it'd be beneficial to our plan to have guaranteed privacy. Yet another reason to get those chips fast. Better not rush this. Wait, didn't I already interact with... You observe that there's a vent connected to the shop window. Information card received. Shop vent. Thick whistles over at you to get your attention. Doesn't look like much else here. Let's go. That seems to be everything.
Talk about a slug! I shouldn't have asked production for comfier shoes. By the time I win, I'm out of blisters.
It's definitely a bigger set than the last season. Lots of rooms for mistakes.
How so?
Where to taste some new decorations after you like it? Do you see anything out of place in the shop?
Shop vent.
Read? Yes.
Found connected to the window at the shop.
Could lead to behind the barrier at the cashier station. Like this card. Was there a vent out of view from the? There was a vent out of view from the shopkeeper. Seemed real too. Wasn't just there set dressing. Could feel a breeze coming out of it.
Surprised they're even able to get enough air down here. Just think about the carbon monoxide poisoning we're missing out on.
Given the bigger space for contestants and amenities added, I doubt there were as thorough in designing the greater infrastructure. The place is a mess, blind spots and barely thought out weak points everywhere. And don't even get me started on the guard placement. I understand there were more fights in the past and they want to avoid placing contestants with workers as much as possible, but it's a real crap show. What are you getting at? The vent in there leads behind the stage. I want to steal the medkit from the shop and bring it back to me. I want you to steal the medkit from the shop and bring it back to me.
Finally, something to do. I wanna go! I can make a mean distraction!
Not you. You'll be with me. I have something else in mind for you and can't risk you getting caught. What about me? What's my job? You'll be with both.
Because you can risk getting caught.
Well, there goes my cover. What's that supposed to mean?
It means you don't think it means. It means what you think it means. You're way too noticeable. You're intimidating and obvious. And to make things worse, you can't lie for crap. The second somebody sees you, I'm gonna get roped in by proximity.
I'm not one. Weaving around clown makeup and several dangling chains. You do realize how loud you are with all that crap?
First of all, it's skeleton, dumb. And second of all, it's a hell of a lot less conspicuous than you.
Gentlemen, I want this done before interviews start back up. Well, I'm sure it's possible. It won't happen if you keep pulling one another's pigtails.
Ah, just when it was getting good. I would love to see you scratch each other's eye out.
Fine, it's not like he's making it past the first game anyway. This is the last time we'll have to talk if I'm lucky. What are kids anyway? Doesn't it make more sense to go for chips? I'll fill you in later. If you want things to go smoothly, I'd suggest you be punctual about it. We'll be waiting in the bar. New music! Groovy! So, how was it? Roulette. By the looks of that footage on stage, seems like he got quite reeled up. He?
Jesus, does it kill you if you don't end everything you say with a question? Benny, obviously.
Sorry, I didn't realize you met him already.
Nah, I just overheard his name during your sorry attempt at getting his attention on stage. Answer the question.
It was fun. I went about as well as it went for anybody. At least anybody that made it out.
So you push around anyone that you happen to be playing a game with, because it went great for me.
Well, we certainly weren't as lucky. The only reason I was pushing around Benny was because I was maybe a little stressed given the circumstances. Now, would you and everyone else please drop it?
So you really just attack anyone when you're stressed? Maybe the crybaby would have been a better choice as a muscle if that's the case.
Christ, does it kill you not to be such an annoying prick all the time?
In the form of a question again.
Ugh.
Oh, getting grumpy? Sounds like the big guy needs a hug.
Quickly slap his hand away before he's able to wrap it around your shoulder. Don't touch me. Keep that up, and the only makeup you'll be putting on tomorrow will be the cover of your black eye.
Oh wow, they weren't kidding about calling you a bull. Surprised you don't have more ring to go along with it. Maybe I can pierce it in for you once we're done.
I should have just gone with the cosmetologist.
Ouch! That's harsh even from you. Do you really have so little faith in us?
A bit. I doubt we'll get very far with this when Vic didn't even bother giving us a plan to work off of.
A plan for pinching something quick. You are a criminal, aren't you? Or you're one of those, I didn't do it, I'm innocent, wow, where's my due process? They've got me locked up for something I didn't even do types.
So do you have one or not?
Thankfully, you aren't exactly doing any of the work. You saw the vent earlier. I grab the goods, then I'll give you the signal when I've got chips, and you can let me back out.
Chips and the first aid kit.
That's what I said.
I should have expected you to go for the money. Vic won't be happy if he catches you doing something like that.
You going to tattle?
Didn't say that.
Don't get your pit. Something tells me he wouldn't mind.
So I guess I'll be handling the cashier.
It's what you're here for.
Not like I blame you, by the way. For handling the cashier.
For attacking Benny. He usually deserves a solid punch to the head.
Okay, now I'm confused. Do you know him or not?
Ladies first.
What? The question gets cut off by Bones shoving you into the shop. Alright then. Yep. What is it? I don't see a cashier.
Look, yes, maybe they're on break.
Or restocking. It could just be out of view on the other side.
Only one way to find out.
Cashier's there here.
Should one of us
make the close to square before the other one follows?
Follows? Sorry, but I prefer working alone. Even having you around to open the vent is throwing me off my rhythm.
So what do you want me to do?
Surely you don't need me to hold your hand through every step. Guard the entrance, what else?
I'm not sure I...
Quit your whining, I'll be quick.
Bones slips into the vent. You don't even hear anything as he moves out of view. Idiot. You suddenly feel the back of your throat choke as you hear clattering coming from the entrance, for it comes to a jarring halt upon seeing you. Oh! Okay! You guys, hello, spy on you? What?
I think he's staring at the plant. I don't blame him. It's not a plant. Maybe we're not as important as you think we are. Well, he's still loitering. Who knows what he's planning to do with us? You think the bull will show up in your nightmares tonight? That's not. It's perfectly okay to be scared, Vega. It's something natural, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not scared of him.
Then didn't need to screw your... What? Lackey Diesel, you really are a pass. I did not! We should probably get them away. You know I can hear you guys from here, right?
I'm not associated with them.
Ah, what a brave leader.
I'm loyal too. Shut up, I'm just being cautious. You two can learn from having a bit more tact. Besides,
Vega turns their attention away from the others and instead to you.
He's the one who's standing around the shop of all places without actually looking at any of the items. And the shopkeeper's nowhere to be found. Just look, he's obviously planning some dastardly heist to take away precious resources and siphon them off as collateral. What are you up to, bull?
Lay off it.
You've accused like 4 people of that now.
Why is her sprite like slightly blurry? Like I look at Benny, then I look at her, then I realize there is slightly blurry. Like there's blur here. It isn't as sharp as Benny. Does it still? Okay, if I zoom out, it is not as blurry anymore. But it's still, like, weird why it's blurry here. Why does RPG make it work like this?
And we've yet to see any evidence of the contrary.
He's literally just standing there.
Besides, I could ask you the same question.
You could?
Yeah, like, why are you so stuck on investigating the other contestant? Are you looking for weak points or something? And why does your costume look so dorky? What dark plan did you have Pookie in all those unnecessary pockets? Or perhaps you're secretly the mastermind pulling all the strings here.
Oh, what a twist!
See? I'm like a pretty good paranoid cosmologist.
Don't it?
Maybe we could switch roles.
Which role would I be?
You'd make a pretty killer brutal bull, but I'd have to double check with the other guy. Gates, how green's your... Gates, how green's your dem? Colvin, Poppy, stop getting distracted. And my suit does not look dorky.
These 3 are complete misfits that just work together out of, like... they don't fit together at all, but, like, it's funny how they interact with each other despite that. Like, I like these 3. I should actually visit them next time.
Regardless, we're here to simply investigate the area. We needn't bother you unless you bother us.
Or become someone worth investigating.
Whoa, double twist. Bull's the mastermind. We're simply retracing our steps. We have to get a better layout of the area. As long as you stay out of our way, we'll leave without any disturbances.
Fine by me, I've got no problem with it.
Leaning against the wall, patiently wait till they dig through the area, checking corners and past the locked off items, likely for potential cameras. block the vents so Bones doesn't come out. I've got the goods. I've got a problem. There's company here. Tom, get them to leave. It's not that easy. Are you really this bad at talking? My role is brutal bull. I'm not exactly known by friends for my subtlety. You have friends? Shut up. Who are you talking to? Well, almighty. Just divert the attention somewhere else. Lay on the charm. You know what, Bones? Buy! The plant? The plant? The plant? Yeah. I understand. I'll tell the others too, but that's my secret too. What? The secret is good plant care. You talk to them. I talk to my gardener all the time. It really makes a difference. Maybe we should talk about switching roles sometime. You make a great season. Coben nods in your direction and leaves you to your plant talking. That can't possibly be what that's called. That can't have possibly worked. It did, and I am smart. What was that? Nothing? You're not denying it makes you look more suspicious, right? I hate this. Oh my god! You know what? Hey, this actually reminds me of like a low-quit counter. Oh my god, it's all connected! The low-quit countenance! Makes me so angry. You need to take a breath. Be quiet and stay where I am for a sec. Sorry. I swear to God, if you screw this up for all of us. Ah, you really do. Okay, I'm just not in the mood to break. I'm in a mood to break stuff right now. That's something you want us to help with? No, I want to watch you guys go in the crossfire. Between me and the Lord. Very understandable. It is? Yeah, that's not understandable about a man and his passionate hatred for modern architecture. Besides, I was finished looking around the view above work. Well, let's not leave so soon. Poppy may still need to... If I have to do another stream, I'll probably kill myself. Can you stop saying that? But if it's nothing more of note here, I suppose we should continue normally. Back to the bar then? Shh, not in front of the ball. Why? What's wrong with him knowing where we're going? We're getting some drinks. Right, yes, drinks. Let's go then. We don't want to keep the bartender waiting. Down and exit. Good delivery. Sound legit? Well, see you. Okay in there. You didn't get stuck, right? Bones? Bones? You can open the vent back up now. God, don't scare me like that. But it's on theme. Is seeing a skeleton poking out from the dark really that spooky to you? Were you spotted? If I was, I wouldn't be that good at my job. Now would I? Besides, you aren't really in a position to start criticizing others for being conspicuous. What the hell was that D- performance? Was the shopkeeper there? Sure, but they weren't much of a problem. Stop messing around. What do you mean by that? That they weren't a problem. What you don't need to worry about or worry so much. They didn't steal it. The cash register is next to nowhere.
where the cashier sits. Next to where the cashier sits. It's kind of hard to get into that corner of the person sitting right there. Don't worry, I didn't do anything to them. It seems more your style than mine. Seems like avoiding work. Their uniform was missing. For all I know, it was a janitor that got lost during the break. They were just passed out in the barn. Passed out? You think someone else already broke in? I can't tell if they were just asleep or if they were knocked out. And I didn't exactly want to stop that then. Right, well, thanks for telling me anyways. What got you so antsy? Don't tell me you're such a goody two-shoes that you've never stolen anything before. I just don't want this getting caught is all. Sneaking around is one thing, but taking crap from their shop is another. Well, then we have to do is not get caught. And considering it's me you're working with, I'm the last person you'll have to worry about messing up. Worry about yourself, yeah. Sure. Loading times are insane sometimes. We need to report back to the bar before interviews begin. You know, I realize the probable implication here is that Bones, with us. But, why isn't he following us? RPG Maker has a whole follow function. It's not that hard. Actually, now that I think about it, only one Studio Investigrave game actually uses the follow function. That being Rod in Paradise, and technically Dead Blades. Due to a glitch. Alright, there's guys. Wait, where's the other one? Oh! The curtains are drawn, but it doesn't feel like there's anyone in there. There is definitely someone in there. She's missing, you idiot. I didn't realize I'd be seeing you so soon. Almost like it's following us. Oh, catch yourself on. It's probably just getting something with the dead Saffron fellow. What? What'd you just call me? That's Saffronus. Their seed pods look like a human skull when dried out. Get it? Because you're... Where'd you two meet up? I didn't notice you in the shop. Found him somewhere in the halls. Where's the ladybug? Lost her somewhere in the... Wait a minute, how did you know she was with us? Lucky yes. Poor Leah. Stop distracting us, we're busy. Can't you see that we're busy? Yeah, Eddie, can't you see that we're busy? Stop acting like you're associated with us. Why do I have a slight red tint? Seems to be that serves as extra drinks. Took you both long enough. What did you find? You hold out the first aid kit. Oh, I forgot to check the... Elise immediately snatches it out of your hands and starts gnawing on it. And how many chips? Unfortunately, there wasn't much in the register. I don't think many people have bought anything yet. Bones drops a few straight chips into Fisk's hands. You're actually giving that to him? I expected you all, of all people, to at least want to cut. Says the guy who spent all his time standing around a vans. I was gathering information. If I was the risk of getting caught stealing, it wouldn't just be for thieves. Vic takes the first aid kit from Elise's hand and holds it under his arm. Now we wait. Or... What?! Suddenly hears someone yelling from afar. Dad. Shop and see the kid that was partnered with Sandbag arguing with the shop attendant. What do you mean it's sold out? We weren't out that long. Long enough to get their other customers, apparently. Hey, wait! That's supposed to be ours! Nuh-uh! It's last come, last serve, you know. He means the opposite. How did they steal it without Eddie? Did they, like, pay for it? They don't seem to be injured. No reason would they have to purchase such an item. Maybe they got it for Sharkback before we could. Well, I guess that's kind of right. What are you scallywags playing at? Ask the question already guessed. No, we don't have much use for this item. But since we have it in our possession already, it'd be open to negotiate a way where we both get what we want. Ships? What else? 20, I presume? Well, not so fast, horse girl. You haven't included the labor fee, transfer fee, and don't get me started on the shipping. We'd be able to resell the first aid kit starting at 36. Starting at 36. So, even without it, we're like saying 36. They would only have like 20, right? Like 15 instead of the 20 with Eddie, and like combined we had 36 when I played. So like, I won like 5 chips for a total of 10. This is hard to think about. That can't be right. Isn't it more than it was while us in the shop? That was double, actually. But we barely have enough. We barely have enough for that. That would leave us with almost nothing. You sure? Could have sworn we saw you just coming out of the gambling hall. Honestly, I'm already much on the wrong side of these guys. The best I can do is just join in, at least. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Hand over the chips, good. Back off, we're not fighting you. I wasn't asking. Don't tell me you're insulting. You're insinuating you've hurt a child. Even I know I wouldn't go that low, bull. He knew what he signed up for coming here. And the rules didn't say anything against it. What? How dare you! Your hurt is nothing more than a pose of vile, no-good wretched. The kid steps forward before she can reach you, tugging them back as he pulls something from his pocket. Wait, what if I offered you guys something else too? The
It can't just be chips that you want. Sorry, kid, that kind of is just what we want. What about this? It's a real antique, trust me. It's handmade and has thousands of stories with it. Honest. Sailor! You really think we'd be interested in some old beat-up hand-me-down? They're extorting you, not running a charity.
Does it still work? Vic, are you being serious?
Hey, it works perfectly.
I suppose it'll do. Though, word of advice, you really need to work on your negotiation skills. We'll take the compass and what you have for the kid.
We're still leaving us with 1 chip each, correct?
We're still leaving you with 1 chip each. But keep in mind we're the ones doing you a favor here, yes?
Just give us what we've paid for and be off. We have enough. We've had enough.
Pleasure doing business with you. Vic looks over the compass as he turns to his heels and out of the shop. The other 2 follow after in the shadow. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Sarah looks at you to respond, but he steps between you. But Sailor looks at you to respond, but she steps between you and cuts him off.
Pah! Your actions speak volumes louder than your words, bull. I'd suggest you stay with your herd. We don't want to be left behind.
You don't disagree. You leave.
You competing in a cautious race or something? Keep up!
Just got distracted. What's keeping you through anyways?
Counting up everything we made. Elise? Cough it up. We're still behind. Ah, fine.
Elise drops a handful of chips into Vic's hand. Split from the first 8 kids is only 30.
I had like 10 chips of my own. You were 9 down, weren't you?
Didn't you have like 27?
Would have been higher if you didn't trade for garbage. They should have had only 27. No? Or could they have run higher? Plus, the spare change in the shop is 4. Plus Elise's winnings brings our total to 66 chips.
Bones and I each started with 5, as I... Well, started with 5, as I assumed the gates. So this should be enough to bring everyone to 20. So 66, 60 chips, 66, 20, 20.
Yeah, there's 1 spare. Pick distributes the 60 strips and winning back the group. You gain plus 15 chips. You said you only needed 60. Give me back the extra 6.
Vic rolls his eyes and distributes the 6 extra chips back to Elise. Wait, 66 minus 34. Doesn't that mean Elise started with 32 chips?
What? Isn't that nonsensical? How did you win so much?
Yes, training your roulette partner assets does make things easier. But if you started with so much, what's the point of sharing it with us? They ended up with the same amount they started with, regardless.
Think of it as a profit sharing bonus. And don't get used to it!
Elise lends their chips, we split the profits, and they score on any assets we're able to get through the VIP.
The ships give all of us entry inside, and with all 4 of us getting access, there's better odds of us finding something good before anyone else can get in there. Speaking of which, we're running tighter on schedule than I thought we would. Bones, how fast would you be able to unlock the door without the bolt you saw on Cupid's door? Fast! Just lead the way. So we're in the VIP room now! Where's my menu button? Where's my menu button? We didn't spend all... That's a bug. The voice sound isn't playing. That is another bug. Wait, what's my game like bugging out for a second? So, what is this room? How intimate. Seems to be a station where you can play craps for chips. There's a hanger that says cleaning in progress hung around the door handle. It reminds you of the ones you usually see in hotels. Seems like it's off limits for now. Oh hey, there's the menu button back again. Why did it disappear? That's another bug! I am going to have to... Discreet vintage version of the loud, cheap slot machines downstairs. Unlike the gambling hall slots, it has a higher cost of entry with no betting limits. Ah, interesting. The giant window looks over the gambling hall downstairs. Seems to be a stage where you can play Baccarat for chips. Don't get what the other two are drilling about. The joint's way better. The other joint's way better. This is like reading a book with no pictures in it. Authorized personnel only. Enter, I guess. It's locked shut. Ugh, doesn't even have a doorknob I can peek into. Where does this creamy door lead anyway? This would be back entrance to the host's dressing room we've been looking for. One of the rooms still occupied. All contestants, please proceed backstage. Interviews will begin momentarily. Once your name is called, you will be asked to go on stage. Well, there you have it. Nothing to worry about anymore. No time to lose. If he is any good at this job, he'll be gone by now. Boss takes out a lockpick. That's your lucky charm? No, I smuggled it in by shoving it up. Okay. Okay. See, I told you this is gonna be something lame and useful. Oh yes. Why is Elise specifically blurry? Why does it keep being blurry? A series of gaudy outfits, mainly consisting of nutty suits and western wear with occasional dressed brown blazer thrown in for good measure. Saying western wear implies this doesn't take place in America, but I don't know. All flashy shades of pink and red. Jesus Christ! Bone seems equal parts elated and mortified looking at them. A phone! I didn't realize there was access to the outside this far down. It may just be for staff calls. I doubt it reaches anywhere outside. Why? Was there something you want? Someone you wanted to call? Benny doesn't respond there. A bed. It looks similar to the one from your cell. Oof. Guy, I am starting to think that the host guy is not particularly an actual host and they just scraped up a prisoner. A letter ottoman. Underneath it, you find 20 tips stashed away. Oh, what'd you find? You get something, bud? What do you smell over there? Stop. Are there any stale crumbs you want to share with the class? I found 20 chips. Figured we could split it. I doubt our host will be happy with us loitering his stash. Do you not want it? That's part of the appeal. Hand it over. It's more important that we have it than him anyway. It's not his life on the line. Good find. You get +5 chips. Another ottoman. Useful. A stack of VHS tapes. They all seem to be past seasons of Bet and Forgive. A few dozen TV dinners, water bottles, and a couple of beers. How funny would it be if he came back and there wasn't any food in here? How would you even plan on heating them up? Oh, I wouldn't eat these. I was planning on throwing them in the fountain. Hey, I was right. The automatic lock was talking about lines up back here, and with a click, it disarms itself, making the door totally accessible. So we can use this door now. Was that really all for one little shortcut? A shortcut with access to the host's room. As long as he doesn't catch us here, we're in fair trade. Despite how cheap everything else in the room is, I don't know why I'm surprised that the quality of the drinks matches. The desk covered in mail criticizing the show. But there's a guardian. Seriously, why is Elise specifically blurry in this one? It's so weird. It's so goddamn weird. Why is the blur so inconsistent? Well, what else do I have to expect? An echoing intercom can be heard outside the dressing room. All contestants, please proceed backstage. Interviews will begin momentarily. Once your name is called, you will be asked to go on stage. A trash can filled with fan mail in support of the show. Big whistles over to everyone. An extra bonus for the trouble. Big drops 5 chips each in everyone's hand. Wow, 5 little chips, what a savior. There'll be more if you make it past the next game. I know it may seem like nothing, but there's a much bigger payout than I had in mind. Learn to invest. Another job? If you're willing to help again. Though it may be more work on your part than opening a vent. Was that seriously all you made him do? It was more useless than I thought. I think about it, just don't count on me showing up. Don't have to ask me twice. Card received. possible height. Neck intercom can be heard outside the dressing room. Contestants, if you are not being called for interviews, please proceed backstage. What? I didn't even get to check underneath the fridge. I saw something scary, but there's a nest of certs in there, and I want it. And I want at it. A nest of what? Of certs. This won't be the last time we're here. Let's head out before they send security to escort us. Bones double checks what the lock on the door has been bypassed before the group makes their way backstage. Well, good luck with interviews. Don't be yourself. Lots more info this time around. I'm gonna save this to file 19. Actually, let me quickly load. File 4, I think. 2. I need to save in file 20 with this one. And then load file 19. $30 chips as opposed to the 1 I had before. Hey you! Me? You the scumbag that pushed Taylor around? You are, aren't you? You think you're tough threatening a kid? That it? It wasn't anything like that. I'm sorry if I scared you. You lay a finger on him and... Sandbag suddenly stops himself. Eyeing the security station near the exit in the lobby. Station is cut off. He grits his teeth and grabs his wrist before glancing back at you with a voice that's notably lower in volume. That's the same thing. Okay, let me just. I keep. There are so many goddamn small, tiny bugs that I am bothered about. Your next on stage appearance will be in a body bag. You've got that loud and clear. Don't get any funny ideas. Just because you bested me once doesn't mean it will happen again. Just because you bested me once doesn't mean it will. What? I'm not trying. You said the same line twice. I made an assessment on behalf of my defenseless compatriots. Push your luck once more, and I doubt you'll get away with it as easily. I know I screwed up, but I promise I didn't realize doing what they were asking was going to hurt other contestants. I should have known it would have been good to be true and notice the red flags. Shouldn't have done it, and I'm sorry you got hurt because of it. I believe it when your action starts matching your words. As for now, I'll trust the role they give you and the role you seem to be auditioning for. Look, I just figured apologizing would be a good first step to letting you know I don't want any bad blood. I suppose it is. But I look forward to seeing any meaningful changes for myself, Gates. Prepare yourself well for interviews. I trust you to be true to your character on stage. I'll try to be. I guess that's a good first step, isn't it? What the hell's wrong with you? Looks like Elisa and Sailor are getting in a fight. No, telling someone to break a rib before a performance is a good thing. It's theater slang for good luck. Everybody knows that, dummy. Never mind. Even after stealing from me, you're still giving me good luck. That's what somebody needs luck most, isn't it? Wouldn't it be luckier if you didn't screw me over in the first place? You're a real laugh, you know that, Dodo. Albatross, actually. Same thing. As soon as they notice you approaching, they pull down their cat mask to cover their face, as if to block you from talking to them. You again? Just wanted to wish you good luck during interviews. Maybe if you stop stalking me. Hey, we were in the shop first. We? I thought you said you were alone. Slip of the tongue. Yeah, alright. We've done some investigating back and by then, and I know the face of a guilty when I see one. I actually helped arrest a serial killer once. You? It was a pretty hot topic in Modus for a while, actually. You've probably heard of the case. Technically, we've all been declared guilty. My point is that you're making it obvious you and your accomplices have been up to something behind all our backs. Maybe even something that's against the rules. Could say the same about you. Deny it all you want. I'm going to figure it out sooner or later. They don't call you paranoid for nothing. We'll see who's paranoid. How are you feeling, Mr. Bull? You're like a quaking aspirin. The what? You're also known to be known as a trembling aspirin. In other words, you look uneasy. A bit, yeah. Well, here's what I usually do to help with public speaking. Imagine my memo. Is that mom? Close. It means granny. Ah. Just imagine a loved one that's in the crowd. They have to cheer you on and watch you do a good job. I'll pass. I think it just made me more stressed out. Her expression looks bored and completely unimpressed with the setup. Oh, you're so relaxed right now. Aren't you? Nobody's even going to punch on stage yet. If we don't get someone interesting out there soon, I doubt this season will rank very high. Not surprised you're a fan of the show. Just a casual viewer. Right. When you're on stage, you can try to liven things up. I don't want to pass out and miss my cue and how boring it's getting. Forget I asked. You can see an interview on stage playing live from here. Looks like Benny's out there now with Cupid. So I've got a question for you. I think that's supposed to be my job. And how much are you paying to keep it? Don't they usually hire someone who's actually charming as a host for shows like this? I mean, you're already balding from how much tacky pink dye you've smeared on your scalp. Is it being an eye candy our job? Not to mention how fake those little losers across the stage are. If this is what makes them cheer, then booing me is a compliment. He continues with Benny antagonizing both Cupid and the crowd. Is that live audience I'm saying? They weren't there before. It's protocol. They usually test how contestants behave on the actual stage first after the preliminary games. Once things are deemed safe for the live audience, they're then let in. Thanks to the underdog stunt, it's been delayed quite a bit. But they also have proven how effective the security measures are with their cuffs. Not to mention the entertainment value. Now we'll get the full experience. So, what's the plan if any of them sells out to the stage? That's what we want. We do? They don't know we've got the kid first, and what we did doesn't go against any of our rules. We should be in the clear for punishment. Their words will just cement us as this season's antagonists. Ooh. Antagonists? Yes, which is good. It gives us strong characterization and distinction from the rest of the cast. Audiences being able to remember us better this early on is ideal. That's not... What if I don't want to be seen that way? Don't take it too personally, pal. With that role of yours, it would have been impossible for you to be anything else. Jesus, it's only been a few minutes since we talked. Fan of me already? Want an autograph with a kiss mark? Ugh, never mind. Mr. Gates! What do you think about my new style? Can you tell the difference? Cecilia takes a step back and twirls around gracefully once. The hem of her dress floating around momentarily before settling around her ankles. Outfit? Like what you did with the dress? Suits you better? Oh, thank you! You kept everything about me exactly the same as the last time we met. I'm glad you noticed. Oh. You cracked me up, Mr. Gates. But welcome back. The magpie left its cage and found another bird's nest, it seems. Pardon? Oh, I apologize. I meant going around disrupting other contestants for your own financial gain. That's already spread around. Oh. Told her about it. You're cleaning out the gritty details. How appealing! You don't sound too appealed by it? Well, things did work out in the end, didn't they? Poor gentleman got his medicine, and is feeling right as rain. Besides, a bit of tension between contestants never harmed anyone. It literally gives Sandbag a burn. And also an advantage. Huh? Hinges already expressed his ticket to make people care about you, darling. You really made him live up to his role of being the underdog. And the audience endorse rooting for strong portrayals like him. Portrayal? This isn't something to feel guilty over. You helped him out immensely more than you can imagine. If you say so. See, she gets it. Didn't you say you know her type and told me not to trust her? Oh, did they now? Hey, I thought they weren't. You weren't the type to tattle. Does Bones go by they/them? God damn, this is hard to remember. Didn't say that. God damn, so many pronouns. I am bad at this. Bruno Ball, please make your way to the storage stage. Let's get this over with. You are ready for the interview? As you peek past the gate, you see the curtain separating the doorway from the main stage open, filling the corridor with a blinding light. Soon followed by a guard dragging Benny off the stage and muffled distant booing.
Round up the crowd for ya. So I heard. Benny gets interrupted by the guards harshly nudging him from the back, stumbling forward. Keep moving. Benny visibly rolls his eyes. Well, don't break a leg. Don't. So you can haul butt out of there when they start throwing bricks, duh. I'll do my best. Brutal Ball, please make your way to the stage. Refuse to comply will result in a punishment. I got it, I'm coming. As you get closer to the stage, you hear yelling. From here, you can't tell if they're booing or cheering. Jackpot Crash Course, to be continued in part 2. And thus concludes the second round of Jackpot Crash Course. Going with the douchebags is very interesting. I don't fit in there at all, do I? I ended up with more money than I did before, but yeah. I didn't even gain a character card for it. Jeez. I feel disgusted by them. Next time, I hope to go with the mismatch of guys. I don't know what to call them. Well, yeah, that was part 2 of Jackpot Crash Course. I hope you enjoyed watching. This is a very basic commentary. I am not good at this. So, yeah, have a nice day or something, I guess. And goodbye.